Morning guys, I'm out today in Crocodile Park. It's very nice. As you can see, it's hot! Init kayo. So for breakfast today I'm having a little empanada, which is like a minced beef with carrots, lightly spiced, nice pastry, 25 peso, so not bad. It tastes very nice. So, gorgeous, lovely. So, down here on Davao River, they have a butterfly park. They have crocodile park, and they have Tribuque traditional village. I like Crocodile Park. I'm not going to show you around today. I'll just show you on the outside. But next week I've got a friend coming in from London. We're going to come over to Crocodile Park and Butterfly Park. So I'll do a video inside each of the areas. But today, I think a little show around on the outside here. So they've got an ice cream parlour, a coffee shop. They've got selling hot chocolate, native. They're doing Mount Apple Ceviche coffee. So that's a coffee bean that's been eaten by a ceviche, like small jungle cat. It passes through the cat, and it's supposed to impart some really aromatic flavors to the coffee. I think it's a little bit more bitter, but once the animal passes it, it's ground up. So here in Davao, it's about 250 peso for a cup of coffee. If you was in the UK or you're in America, you'd be paying about £10 or about $20 for a ceviche coffee, which is, yeah, a bit on the steep side for a coffee bean that's been pooped out by a cat in the jungle, collected, ground, and then made in. So it tastes okay, but I wouldn't write home about it. So then further down, you've got some places that are turning around and selling normal clothes and normal t-shirts, bags, woven gear, woven work stuff. It's okay. It's a nice little area. So for me, it's just sitting here. So they do a ice cream parlor. It's £1 for a durian or a vanilla or a mango, a strawberry or cookie and cream. It's local. There's a little friend that I used to know many years ago, but it's there. So yeah, as I said, so I'm here having my empanada, but I've had a few messages regarding the route I took for my visa. So I thought I'd come here today to talk about what we visa and how the route I took and what I made the decisions on. So before I came to the Philippines, there were a couple of things I needed to turn around and sort out. How I was going to pay for my lifestyle here, how I was going to turn around and use my investment, and then also about visa, because there was a tourist visa which you renew every 30 days or 60 days at the Bureau of Immigration. Then there was Balikbayan, which I looked at, but I wasn't married to a Filipina, so it was ticked off the box fairly quickly. Then there was a 13A, which was also a marriage visa, which I ticked off. And then I read an article about SRRV, which is an agency in the Philippines that turns around and does various levels of retirement. So you can retire in the Philippines from the age of 30, as long as you can turn around and get $800 a month, and you can invest X amount of money, I think it's about $10,000, into a fixed bond time account. Then you can retire here and you can live here. I've seen lots of videos about how much it costs to live, and and all of the different expenses. Um, yeah, you can live on $400 a month, or you can live on $800 a month, or you can live on $1,000 a month, or you can live on $1,200 or $1,500 or $2,000. It's all about you. So for me, I looked at it, and I looked at all the avenues and all of the routes that I could turn around and go down. And the route I took was the SRRV, and I took the SRRV Classic, which is the second level in their retirement. I put a set amount of money into an account which sits in the bank, and it earns interest, and that interest is paid to me. Then I turned around and had to get notification of, hang on a minute, notification and notarized documentation. Now this became very confusing for me, maybe because I'm old, I don't know, but hey ho. I went to the Philippine embassy in London, and they turned around and said that I could apply for the SRRV in the Philippines, and it was better for me to do that. That information is wrong, because when I came to the Philippines, they wanted original documentation. They wanted it notarized from the UK and from the Philippine embassy in London, which meant I had to send paperwork back to London when I was here, which costs a lot of money to send. So if you're thinking of coming out as a Brit, as a youth from the UK, go to the embassy, start the SRRV process in the UK, notarize all your documentation in the UK. It's quicker. You can just turn around and take it to your local solicitor. He can stamp it. It gets notarized. It has an embassy stamp on it. It's about £50. I sent all my documentation back. It took about 4 weeks, and then it came back. I went down to the SRRV, and you present, and they turn around and they say, could we have the originals? And I turn around and say, well, these are the originals. This is the notarization stamp from the embassy in the UK, so they only stamp original documentation. They don't stamp photocopy. So because I hadn't dealt with that before, that became a little bit more of a concern for them. But it was okay. It got there. So I started the process in November last year. I deposited the money around January when the currency rate was better, and that went into the bank. And then I made about 15 to 20 visits to the SRRV. One of the criteria is to have a police clearance record. So I had that, but they only recognise it in the Philippines for 90 days, 3 months. So as I came in October, November, December, it was out of date at the end of January. So I had to write a letter making a declaration in front of a solicitor. I went to the town hall, I got it notarised, and then I gave that to the SRRV. So my visa, I pay $300 a month, $300 a year, sorry, and I don't have to go to BI. The SRRV deal with that. So next March, I will go down. I will make my payment of $300, $350, whatever it is. They will then turn around and issue me with another card, and I get my passport gets stamped, and it has a visa declaration in it, and then I get a PRA SRRV Classic card with my ID. You don't need to get ACRI card, because this card, the Visa card, turns around and supersedes that. So I have a passport and I have my visa. Now, when I came here, I had to turn around and go to the BI to do my monthly visa, and there were some anomalies in the monthly charges on those visas, and that became concerning for me, because in October I paid $2,300, November 2,400, December I paid $8,600. And when I asked, they turned around and said, they are the charges. So I'm glad I went on the route I did at SRRV. It was a little bit time consuming. It frustrated me a little bit. tested my resolve, as the Brits would say. But I go into SRRV once a month to turn around and see the young lady. I've just moved from where I had my SRRV assigned to my new home, which I showed you, which is in Philippine. They updated the paperwork, no charge, and when they issue me the new card next year, they will turn around and issue me with a card with a new address on it. And they don't go down the route of continually changing the cards, they just wait till the card's renewed. So that's the route I took with my SRRB, and I'm very pleased with it. I've been invited to 5 or 6 different events, Christmas and Easter and the 34th year of PRA in the Philippines. I find it better for me. There are a lot of Koreans, there are a lot of Chinese, not so many Germans or Americans, less Brits, but there are a few Brits, and I'm finding that out now. You can go on their website, and on that website you can actually see where people are actually registered to actually live on the visa. It doesn't give you their address, it just turns around and says there are 16 Brits registered on the PRA in the Philippines, in Davao, which is where I live. In Cebu it's a bit more, in Manila it's a bit more, and in Clark it's a bit more. And you can actually see the fluctuation where people decide they want to live. But anyway, I think that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go for a walk in a minute. As you can see from me, I am leaking like a tap. It is hot. Init kayo. Oh, init kayo. It's hot, but it's 11:30, quarter to 12. It's on a Friday afternoon. It's quiet here. They've got people walking around, and it will get busy around about 2 o'clock. It's open till around 6 or 7 in the evening. It's on a nice subdivision that has no houses. I don't think anybody can afford to turn around and buy a house in this area. But it's on Davao River. It looks nice. But as I said, when Barry comes in from London, we'll come over, we'll do a video, and we'll walk around and we'll have a look at it. We'll do the butterfly park, we'll do crocodile park, and then we'll turn around and we'll do Tripica village. The reason we're going to do it then is I don't want to spoil it for Barry. Barry watches these videos, so it'd be a waste of time for him to come all the way out here for me to spoil it for him. Anyway, what else have I got to say? Oh, like, share and subscribe. I keep forgetting all this, but anyway, you guys, please subscribe. Let's grow my channel. Let's have some fun. As I said, I do a little bit of travelling. This is about 5 kilometres outside Davao where I live, and it's a nice day just sitting here, and we'll go from there. I'll give you an update on Annie. She came out of the hospital the other night, but I will give you an update tomorrow. She's still got some meds to do, but I'll do a video with her and we can turn around and find out what's wrong. Okay, like, share, subscribe. Do the loving, baby. Do the loving, baby. Oh, it's a lovely day in Davao. Okay guys,